Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast. How are we doing? My name is, as per usual, Bobby effing Salazar, and welcome to another unboxing live here on the Nerdic Pro podcast YouTube channel. And welcome to what's become a monthly tradition here now on the Nerdic Pro podcast, where today I unbox the December 2025 WrestleCrateUK subscription box. WrestleCrateUK, they are like a loot crate thing. They do monthly boxes, obviously like this. They are, I believe, £23.99. So £23.99 plus £4.99 postage, which then comes to £28.98 per month. They also do like a lower tier one as well. I think that's £13.99 a month plus £4.99 postage. But a lot of the time in like the lower tier standard ones, like they don't come with like the main sign up print. They only come with like the shirt and like a couple of other bits. And like occasionally, like they do have like the main sign up print in it, but like they won't have everything that you get in like the higher tier one, which is. Well, this is the higher tier one. So yeah, I very much recommend going to go get a WrestleCrateUK subscription box. So enough where I actually got this shirt from. It's a Montreal Screwjob shirt. Very good material, you know, so WrestleCrate make all their own shirts and what have you, and a majority of bits and pieces that you find in these boxes are specifically made by WrestleCrate, and like the side art prints as well, like the actual autograph and like the picture that the autograph is on, you'll only get in the WrestleCrate boxes. So yeah, I only know the main side art. Like if there is more than one side art print, then I already know like the main side art print. I don't know the shirt that's in it yet. But yeah, so for those of you that are watching live, you'll find out at the exact same time that I do what is actually in here. So yeah, I have noticed, well, I did notice beforehand when I was first ordering these a few months back, that there always seemed to be more sellotape than what there was fucking cardboard. But thankfully they have sort of, you know, leaned off a bit when it comes to the tape. So, yeah, I'll get into it. Here we go. Right, so let's have a look to see what is in the December 2025 WrestleCrateUK box. First of all, started off with one of these. So, if I stick that there. So the free Watch Me watch along of Rob Van Dam. RVD joins fellow ECW legend. Sorry, that's a fucking thing going past. Maybe they're on. So yeah, RVD. So Rob Van Dam joins fellow ECW legend Tommy Dreamer. I've met Tommy Dreamer to discuss the history of Extreme Championship Wrestling. So yeah, like you get a free one of these with every box, and yeah, so it could be, you know, shoot interviews. It could be the best of whatever of the person, so the best matches, best moments from said person, and yeah, really good thing. There's a little mini box in here. What is this? Yeah, this is the box, just, you know, unbranded and whatever. Oh, it comes in bubble wrap. Is that a bauble? Oh mate, it's a bauble. Mate, that's a... Oh, mate, that's actually really good. A candy cane bauble. Oh, mate, that's sweet. Oh, my days. No wonder why it came with the box and the bubble wrap. Oh, my God. I'm going to step that back in there, because knowing me, like, it'll end up falling off the table and breaking and smashing into like a million pieces. But, yeah, that's actually really cool. A candy cane bauble to stick on your Christmas tree if you've got one. And yeah, Yeah, that's actually really cool. So, yeah, what else we got in here? Sort of privy to getting these now. So, like a placemat to put your drinks on. Like, I think we've had one of the Undertaker. I got one of the Ultimate Warrior as well, and then obviously this one, unless it's obvious, of the Yokozuna. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, a Yokozuna placemat. So yeah, happy days. Let me just open that. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, not like the material as well. That's used in like a lot of these bits and pieces that go to like this, like the shirts that I've had off them, and like there was a beanie that come in a box like a couple of months back, like a luchador hat, like a beanie hat, and like it was pretty thick and like like a really good like type of like material, and so it obviously can't be cheap for them to actually produce all these. Do you know what I mean? And then the pin badge. So you get one of these in each year crates as well. So they can be like a cat character or what have you. But this time I've got a Latino Heat pin badge. All the pin badges that I've actually had off of WrestleCrate since I first started subscribing back in June, July, whatever it was. I've not actually taken off the cardboard. Like they're still sealed onto the cardboard. And yes, that's pretty cool. A Latino Heat, obviously, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, etc. So yeah, that's the cheat sheet. Don't want to say that just yet. And then we've got the shirt. Because what it looks like, this is a Stranger Things themed shirt. See, again, the material, really nice sort of feel to it. And it's got, like, the actual print of it as well, like, it's got, like, proper, like, nice smell to it as well. Don't know why I like smelling shirts, like, when I first buy them, but, So what's that? Ugh. So a Stranger Things shirt. Nice. So there we are. So yeah, really nice like type of material to it, and yeah, so can't compare with that. Really nice shirt. So yeah, that'll happily go into my collection. So yeah, so that down there, and then moving on to there's a couple of them in here. A couple of sign up prints. I'll get the second one out. All right, here we are. So, back over there. So this one is of, not gonna lie, by face and by the signature, I can't tell who this is. If they're a British wrestler, then you'd have thought I'd probably at least know of them. As you know, I referee wrestling here in England, but yeah. So Rain. So according to the cheat sheet, it is Rain Leverkusen. Not gonna lie, call me an asshole. I can't say that I know who Rain Leverkusen is. I'd imagine, like a German or Austrian, something like that, judging by the name. But yeah, I don't really know too many Germans in wrestling. We've obviously previously had Demolition Dave Davis here on the Nerdic podcast, and yeah. So, but going on to the main event is none other the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mick Foley. He's obviously literally yesterday, day before, and said that he's no longer going to be associating himself with the WWE no more. And yeah, so Mick Foley is his Mankind character. Really nice positioning when it comes to his autograph. And yeah, this is really good. This is a really good autographed picture as well. So yeah, these will all happily go into my collection. So yeah, the ever-growing collection, all thanks to WrestleCrate. So yeah, not gonna lie, this has been a really good box again, as per usual. So when it comes to the cheat sheet, one of these, Mick Foley autograph. So that's that. The Stranger Things shirt, which is obviously that. The Candy Cane Christmas bauble, which is that. The Rain Leverkusen autograph, which is this one. Again, well, with the Rain Leverkusen autograph. Again, very good position in there with the actual pen. Because I've noticed with quite a few people, like they'll use a coloured pen, and a lot of the actual photograph is, a very similar colour to the pen, and like they'll put the autograph on like the colour that's very similar to the pen, so like you can't really see the actual like autograph, and like where the pen's been because of like the colouring and what have you. But yeah, so Golden Era Cup Coaster 3, which is obviously of Yokozuna. A Latino Heat pin badge, which is obviously that. And then the Extreme Chronicles of Rob Van Dam. Well, considering that it says RVD joins fellow ECW legend Tommy Dreamer to discuss the history of ECW, you'd have thought that Tommy Dreamer would have been in this thing as well. As obviously Tommy Dreamer and RVD, two of the greatest ECW wrestlers to have ever existed and to have ever worked for ECW. Tommy Dreamer as well. Like, I've met the bloke personally, and again, he's one of my all-time favorites in wrestling as well. And so for the exclusive autograph in January 2026. And it says in the fine print down in the bottom right, not in WrestleCrate Light, so the lower tier WrestleCrate, you can only get this autograph in the higher tier WrestleCrate subscription, is none other than quite simply one of the greatest announcers and commentators in the history of professional wrestling, one of the greatest minds of professional wrestling in the history of the business, none other than good old JR Jim Ross. I did see this on Facebook within the past couple of days that it was announced that he'd be doing the January 2026 main autograph. Not gonna lie, again, I'm very, very happy with this. I think it's very well worth the money. You get a shirt, you get a couple of autographs, and again with the autographs that they've had over the past couple of months, they've had Dominic Mysterio in his first reign of the Intercontinental title back in October. They've had Mercedes Moné. Who was last month? Was it Mercedes Moné last month in November? I think it was. And obviously they've had Mick Foley this month, and what have you. And they've previously had people like Shawn Michaels. They've had Ric Flair do it. They've got Jim Ross, next month, so just the autograph itself, like I wouldn't have thought have been cheap, and yeah, like especially when it comes to, like the big and like the names they are, like they probably would be, or even like an indie wrestler, because obviously like the more they sell, like if wrestling's their only income, then like it would be, more expensive. You know what I mean? But even still, again, I'm very happy with this month's box. I can't complain in the slightest. And yeah, as I've said, if you haven't already, then I'd very much recommend checking out WrestleCrateUK. So yeah, go check them out online. I don't know if they ship internationally. I definitely do know that they do ship to all parts of the UK. So it's $23.99 for the actual box full of all this. plus £4.99 postage, so it comes to £28.98. You don't have to do it every month. You can subscribe to it for 1 month and then come back to it like a couple of months later, or you can do it as like a monthly thing, as it is like every month they do it. So yeah, I've had it every month since June, July, one of the two. Yeah, like they also do like a lot of promo codes for first time buyers as well, or like returning buyers if you've not had it for several months. So like you can get like a free crate. Usually it's what would have been in the previous month's crate. But yeah, so not gonna lie, I'm, as I said, very happy with this. I think it's more than worth the money, and yeah, I really can't complain with all that. So yeah, because again, how much are shirts nowadays when you go to a show, and like you go up to like the merch desk, like to the merch table, right? How much are you normally forking out for a shirt, like off a wrestler? What, 15, 20 quid? Maybe even 25. Again, autographs. How much are you forking out for a signed art print? 15, 20 quid? You know what I mean? Obviously with buying in bulk, which is obviously what WrestleCrate would do, it would work out like a bit cheaper for them to get, but even still, I think I'm not going to complain at the money. I think this is more than worth the $28.98, including $4.99 postage. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, so. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast, my name is, as usual, been Bobby effing Salazar. This is pre-recorded. Some of this does go up onto my Facebook in like a few days' time. Ignore what I'm about to say because it will be like irrelevant come then. But for those of you watching on YouTube here live, then tomorrow, so Friday the 19th of December, Richie Stoneham, Nerdic Pro podcast co-host, and stablemate, he will be being joined here on the Nerdic Pro podcast live at 7:30 tomorrow evening by Ruby Soho of the Chaos Under No Ties and the Black Witch Project. So yeah, stay tuned into that. Richie again has thankfully got Nerdic Pro Weekly this week, so again saved me a job. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast, thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't already and you like what you see, please do hit that subscribe button as it massively helps us out. And yeah, thank you all very, very much. And I shall be seeing you all later. Goodbye.